Hello there and welcome to my channel. This is Non-Gone and today we're playing Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. This is my speed plat run of 59 hours and 47 minutes. This is part 3 of that run. It is condensed. This is also because my recording of my speed plat run was unusable. This is a replay on the PS4 version where I've recreated as closely as I can the run that I had and the resources that I had at that time. The idea is that the PS3 version of this game, the servers are closed. The record that I have, the time that I have, was the fastest when I did it. I'm assuming that it will continue to be the fastest unless somebody did a run right when I did and didn't sync it yet. This will be number one for all time. But the PS4 version is still available and attainable, and if you want to do a speed plat, this will give you some good strategies. Also, if you don't care about speed, you just want to do it in an efficient way, this pretty much is a step-by-step guide on how to get all the trophies with the easiest path possible. So again, we'll get right into it. In the last video, we had just finished main mission 19. We're mostly just trying to get to build the nuke as quickly as possible. A couple of things happened after mission 19 that I cut out. One is we had another cutscene that teleported us back to Mother Base, which means we would have another opportunity to give Paz one of those photos for the Wandering Mother Base soldiers. In my run, I didn't prioritize that well enough, so I haven't. You need to complete main mission 8 first, which I had not done. I chose to stay true to my run here, but if you want to improve on it, I suggest you do mission 8 as soon as you have the Fulton ×2 upgrade. That will open up more of the Mother Base soldier missions, which will allow you to get more photos. That will allow you to give them to Paz when you're there instead of making a special, like, out-of-the-way trip to give them to her at the end when you have no other reason to go back to Mother Base. So just a suggestion for improvement on that. Also, we got some rewards, which we're going to clear out. So let's go ahead and do that. And this is pretty much, you kind of want to just make this a regular thing. Just clear out your rewards. You see we met the development requirements for the capture cage, which we'll talk to in a minute. I go in then and clear out all my challenge tasks. You see you get all those rewards, people and tanks and all kinds of stuff, and you'll get a whole bunch of levels. And then I go right in and do development. Well, no, first I do combat deployment. And one of our key missions came up and was complete. The key deployment missions, I believe, are, see that break through the cordon? Those, I believe, are going to be your critical path, meaning they take a long enough time that you could be done with everything else and just be waiting to finish the 20th one of these. So always keep an eye on that. The notification I got was for a different one, so we still got 9 minutes on it. But we'll be mindful of that and probably get it right away. Then we're going to go into development, and what I do, almost all the stuff that I need to develop is always at the bottom. Any iDroid things that you can get, you want. There's a trophy for 300 development items. Stealth camo, yeah, definitely. We'll abuse that so bad here as soon as it's ready. You can't get an S rank on a mission with it, so we won't use it right away, but as soon as we can, we definitely will. And then I basically develop anything that requires resources less than 1,000 of fuel, common metal, and biological materials. See, that one's 300, so I just go ahead and do it. And pretty much anything else you can develop. You don't have to worry about it. Capture cage, definitely. This is now capture function 2. Which is good. We won't even use it until it's 3 because there's no point. You need it to be 3 to capture the rarest of the animals, and the common ones will show up while you're getting that. So that's pretty much it. You see 300 common metal. So we're just going to continue to develop these until we either run out of money, which we just did. We got 32,000. Or until we run it. You only get 10 at a time, so once that happens, you're done there. All right, so we're done developing. We skipped mission 18, so this video is going to be us doing main mission 18, 20, 21, 22, and 23, and then we will be invading our first FOB. So finally, at long last, that's what we've been waiting to do. But let's start with mission 18. We're going to go ahead and drop in. I don't really ever care about the time. If you feel more comfortable at night or in the day, go for it. Just beware that there's adaptive AI in this game, and they will start taking countermeasures if you start picking times. So I generally don't. So we're going to go ahead and get D-Dog in the Jeep, and that's going to be a pretty common thing all the way through here. Okay, so we dropped right in here at Mission 18. We're going to go ahead and mark a spot on our map as soon as it lets us. And this is on this side of the plantation, so we want to kind of head up that way. If you go up the middle, that's very heavily guarded, and it doesn't help with what we're trying to do. There are numerous guard post checkpoints all along these roads. There are some armored vehicles patrolling these roads, so I would suggest being very careful as you're headed up here. There's a lot of cliffs and stuff, so you kind of gotta go this way and then around the other way. And it looks like we stayed close enough, so that's a good thing. This is about as far as I would want to go with the Jeep. It's broad daylight, and these guys can see pretty far away, so we're going to head up these rocks. The correct way to do this mission is to come in the other side with the horse, but the guy's right here at the front corner of this. The guy that you need is right here in the corner, so I don't see any reason to work my way through the whole base. We got a Jeep and we got D-Dog, and we can just come up here and do this. Yeah. So I waited about 2 or 3 minutes. We're still right where I left off, right here in the back corner. The guy in the white shirt, you can see him kind of peeking around a little bit right there. That's your target, and he will eventually walk back here, which will isolate him from everyone else. I don't know how much longer I want to wait. So I've sat back here for about 4 or 5 minutes in the corner. That guy in white is the guy we're trying to extract. And I'm just gonna... I've been waiting long enough. I've had enough of this. I'm just gonna take him out. I would not recommend doing this. I must have caused like a little alert or something. And so that cost me 4 or 5 minutes, but I just got tired of waiting, so... We don't care about alerts in this anyway. We're gonna take out, mostly lethally, an entire base here in a minute, so we just want to make sure that we get out of here without too much damage. So yeah, he comes back in that back corner if you don't cause any alerts, but that guy at the guard post saw me, and that sent all the guys at the base off, so I just went over there and extracted him. You know, again, this game plays different every time you play it, so that's one of the great things about the game. It's also one of the great frustrations. If you're trying to make it go the same way every time, it probably won't. Fortunately, the game does a good job of giving you the tools at your disposal to adjust to circumstances if you keep your wits about you, so I appreciate it. And we're just gonna head over this way. There's a lot of trees and rocks and all kinds of things, but it's still quicker to do this than to get on the road and get spotted by a tank. Trust me on that. Okay, and you see our break through the cordon was successful. I don't even mess around with these. I go right into combat deployment and start the next one. Even if we're in the middle of a mission. It is far quicker. When you get to the end and you're failing these, it is far quicker to redo this whole mission and get S rank than it is to... okay, alright, we're going to go ahead and just get out. We're close enough. I'm used to riding the horse up through here, and this Jeep is just not cutting it, so... Okay, so when you get up to this this next yellow square, there will be some guys out at the guard post. We are going to capture this entire guard post. That means we have to kill or tranquilize and extract every single enemy here. And again, this is early in our playthrough. We don't have a lot of ammo. And so any chance you get where you can sneak up and choke people out, use your CQC, take advantage of it. There's also a gunship here, and that gun right there will kill the gunship. So just keep that in mind when it comes time to take the chopper out. We're going to try to avoid it as long as possible. Almost every time I play this, the ruckus does get brought, though. There's people will start shooting me, and you know it gets wild. So, but let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got that guy. And it looks like we got we got a guy in the tower up here.
He's coming too. Roger that.
And I'm just gonna choke him out and kill him. I can't really extract him from here, and I don't want to mess around with trying to carry him down the ladder or throw him down there. There's still, you see, there's already 3 more fellas here that we got to take out.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
That's that guy. And then okay. That's probably a dumb move, but I don't care. See, he's getting on the radio, and I'm just gonna sneak right up here. And we're gonna choke him out as well. And I don't feel 100% comfortable extracting him just yet. Alright, this guy's definitely gonna get a knife. And we're gonna trank that guy.
Some will set shortly.
And I want to always try to go in here and get these containers. Resources aren't a huge issue, but it is very helpful to have some resources, so this is a great spot to get them.
Whatever's in them, he'll come in handy somehow for Diamond Dogs.
Mother base is now in the rear.
So you can see, normally we just run like right through everything. This is a little bit different of a mission because we got to extract some kids, and okay, sorry, I'm trying to pay attention as I do this. It looks like there's only the 2 and the guy in the tower, but
You gotta extract him.
that guy, and then he's gonna see his friend. I'm pretty confident with reflex mode that I can kill this guy. Yeah. And then with any luck at all, get up here and get the guard guy. think I just stunned him. Oh, okay. So, as much as I don't want to do this, I'm gonna do this anyway. Okay, we don't want anybody waking up, is the concern here. And I'm hoping that these guys that are 80 paces away should not notice us doing all this.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. He's coming too. Roger that.
I still got a decent amount of ammo for my pistol here.
Outpost captured.
Alright, see it says outpost captured. Strangely enough, that's the first one that we have captured. But we're going to do a little bit of work here real quick. First thing we're going to do is come over here and get these resource containers. And then ideally I would take out the chopper, but it doesn't look like it's here, so I guess we're just going to try and do this without. I don't think I've ever done this without causing an alert before, so bear with me as I figure it out. So along the edge here is an invoice, which you definitely want to pick up. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to piss off this guy. And then we're going to run over here. This is an optional mission task, so, or a optional, it's a mission task. See him.
Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Hope, okay, so we're gonna do something else here.
Please select the drop point.
Yeah, sometimes this can be really tedious. Okay. So we're going to go into the launcher,
Please
and we're just going to
select
put
the
it,
drop
like,
point.
I don't know, over here or something.
Requested.
Because he shot down the anti-aircraft gun, and now he's alerted, so there's nothing I can really do.
Supply drop complete.
So I'm going to make an attempt to get myself a rocket launcher. It's not the best, but it's better than the sniper rifle that I'm using, so... Alright. Phew. Sorry about that. I did not intend to make a 20-minute meal out of this. But that's what you got sometimes. So once you get your invoice right here, and after you've taken out the chopper, probably would have made sense the way this played out to not have brought my sniper rifle at all. But usually I cause all kinds of problems in here, and I end up lethal combat. just like I said, it plays different every time. So take out the anti-air radar, and then you've captured the outpost, so there's no more enemies. You can finally go to your objective, which is down here. And we don't care about resources anymore. We're done with that. So just go right in here and pick this lock. And come up here, and you'll get your last 5 mission targets, which are right here. And they're going to be children. And children are kind of difficult because... So just go ahead and tranquilize them with your tranquilizer pistol. And call your chopper to pick you up in the location right here. This area will not be available unless you take out every single guy or every single enemy in this area and destroy the radar. Actually, I'm sorry about that. I misspoke. If you destroy the radar, the LZ will become available, so the chopper can get here. But if you don't capture the outpost, there will be guys all over the place coming up here to bother you. And as soon as a kid dies, that's the end of the mission. So you don't want to fail the mission by that. It really does pay, especially with D-Dog, who will point out where all the enemies are, to just go ahead and take them out. Bring a rocket launcher instead and take out that chopper. And then basically you already tranquilized these kids. So just pick them up one by one and carry them up and put them on the chopper. You don't have the mod yet that will allow you to extract the Fulton Extractor Kid. That comes a few more missions into the game, so I could have saved some time by working on this while the chopper was getting here. I got too busy talking to you, but yeah, just do that and you'll be fine. Yeah, this is a bit of a different video because we've been kind of like trying to get through missions as quickly as possible. This one is not conducive to that. Even if you go fast, you will go slow. So, I know that sounds weird, but if you sneak right into the plantation and take that first guy out, and then sneak over here and unleash these kids, you got to go through this whole thing down in that valley down there, where you're creeping and dodging and escorting, and it takes just about as long as it takes to take over this base anyway, just to get to safety with these children. And in addition, you are vulnerable to being discovered. The kids don't always do what you... Come on, pick them up. Let's go. The kids don't always do what you think they're going to do. It's just kind of a mess. So this is definitely the quickest way to do it. Will you get your S rank? I don't know. We'll find out. Normally I do. Sometimes I don't, just because I take too long. And I definitely took too long on this one. But I also did not cause any alerts other than the gunship, so...
Support helicopter has arrived.
Come on.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Okay. So, again, we went too slow, and one of the kids woke up. And I've shot too many tranquilizer bullets now, so I have no silencer. So hopefully that didn't cause any ruckus. There are guys down at the bottom down there, so... Alright, and that's everybody. We're in the chopper and we're out. So I apologize that was not the easiest way to go, but you see we got 6 of the 8 mission tasks. The other 2 are very not central to the mission itself, and we'll come back and get those when we have much better equipment. So that's it for 18. Okay, so we got a tutorial about developing Mother Base, and we're just going to go ahead and grab whatever we can. We need to get 4 out of 4 for all these, so that's where we're at. And it looks like we got enough to do a command platform too, so let's go ahead and do it.
Commencing platform construction.
And it looks like we got enough to do intel, so let's go ahead and do it.
Commencing platform construction.
And once again, no, we're not going to jump into that stuff yet. Let's do mission 20 next.
Mission accepted.
And there is
Heading
only
to
one.
Central
I suggest
Africa.
for this one, so I'm going to go and I'm going to use the horse. Again, I'm sticking true to my original run here. The only equipment I need is C4 and my tranquilizer. And we're just going to go ahead and go ASAP. So on my original run, I did this like fast. I went as fast as I could. So I just took the horse and just rode right up into the gut. And there's a few mission tasks that are applied to the boss battle himself. And I'll get those and the S rank. But then there's a conversation task that takes quite a bit of time, 15 or 20 minutes. I've since kind of reconsidered how I approach this. And I would suggest you go ahead and just do all the mission tasks on this mission. The reason I wanted to go fast is because I wanted to get the nuke building as quickly as possible. There's really no need for it. It's done a full 10 hours before I would have any hope of finishing on a run anyway. So you got like 10 extra hours on the nuke build. Take the extra 15 minutes and then you don't have to play this mission at all again, assuming you do everything right. So just my advice on that. Save you quite a bit. I don't know that there's a whole lot of other missions that are like that though. A lot of the reason we go fast on them is because you have to come back and do the tasks again anyway. There's specific things you need to extract that you don't have the thing for, or whatever it is. So, but this one, I would say, if you want to save about 20 minutes off your run, just go ahead and do the full mission tasks here, and don't do that. Press triangle to get on your horse, not square. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull the map up, and there is a. Okay, sorry, this thing will wreck you sometimes with the spinning around. So there's a little inlet there that you want to put your waypoint at. And once you approach the marker, you want to head through this little gap in the rocks. And then you want to go left on your horse. And just ride right up here. Now, if you have chosen to get all the objectives, the intel file's in the tent right there. The truck that you need the conversation from will be coming up this road. I ignored all of that and just continued to head straight up the road. This is good that he gets a good couple of minutes of love in here. So there's a checkpoint over to the left. I just jumped on the horse and rode this way to hide to the right. And then at some point, you're just going to have to get off the horse. It's pretty much about right here. So, and there's going to be guys up there to the left, so it's time to start doing your flop. There's a dog by that barrel right there, and you want to extract him. That is one of the optional tasks. You'll see him right there. So go ahead and tranquilize him. And hopefully the extraction will succeed. It says only 70% because of the mist. And it did, so that's good. If not, you'll have to do it next time when you're doing the conversations.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
And then again, we just flop our way to victory here. You see, that guy's totally watching us. We're fine. When you get over to this little area, go ahead and head left. And head right up this little area with the rocks on the side. You do not have to be sneaky. I don't know why I decided to be sneaky right now. I probably should stop. You could just run right through here. They'll get mad and they'll start shooting you, but you won't die, and you just got to get under this log. Okay, so you are now at the end here. Go ahead and run through the tunnel.
There's a lot of erosion in that tunnel. Could come down any minute. Watch your step.
And there will be a gate in the fence right up here.
You have arrived at your destination.
Then you're headed towards this building in the back. And there's a door, an open door on the left-hand side of the building there. So the path is pretty linear through the building, so I just went ahead and cut it out. After you meet the man on fire and everything is, well, on fire, then it's time to go. Go ahead and go back out the way you came in. And what I would suggest you do is run back the way you came all the way until the tunnel collapses. While you're doing that, switch to your C4. Because this will just save you a cutscene later. So, and then try and find the man on fire. We are attempting to knock these water towers down on top of him. There's some optional tasks that we'll need. And not 100. I think that's him over there. So I like to just place a C4 here. Oof. Oh, found him. Okay. Oof. Double oof. Okay. And as soon as he drops like that, you want to call in a supply drop. So run directly to the man on fire, stand right on his body, and call a supply drop in. And you see this little guy here. With any luck at all, your supply drop will hit him. It did not in this case, so bad luck for us and bad playing. I did a bad job on that. So we're gonna head up. We get a second chance up here at the next water tower. So again, C4 right there. Hopefully the guy will get up here. And that'll knock him out. And you want to stand right on him. Go to supply drop and drop some ammo on yourself here.
Supply drop complete.
And we hit him. As soon as you hit him, come over here and try to extract him, and then call your chopper. And you will get one mission task, right, for hitting the kid, or whatever that is, the Psycho Mantis, whatever. You'll get one mission task for attempting to extract him. And then you'll get out of here, hopefully, with a S rank. So the only thing you'll be missing is the intel file and the conversation. So it should say 4 out of 6, which it did. And that's it for Mission 20. Okay, so we did the cutscenes. We did get S rank on that. We are now back into our ACC, our helicopter base. We were also sent back to Mother Base again. So that is now either the 4th or 5th opportunity that we have lost to pass a photo on to Paz. Again, if you do Mission 8 early, you will not have that problem. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into Mission 21. And so we're going to go right into the war economy, and we're going to do this the fast way. I'm taking my horse again. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so we're into mission 21 at this point. We're going to hop in and go to our map, and we're going to put a waypoint right where we did for mission 16. This is a very common point of entry into the airport, so you definitely want to get used to that. You could bring your dog, and he'll mark all the enemies for you. I chose to keep my horse. Triangle, not square. Triangle, not square, guys. Triangle, not square. We'll get you on your horse. And yeah, just right into the same place you always do, and I'll pick it up when we get over there. Okay, so we've arrived here, and there are a couple of ways to do this mission. It's one of the hardest and one of the easiest missions, so we're going to do the easy version this time. Just head this way, and just stay to the left of the little grate here, and you should be safe. There's a couple guys to the left, and definitely one guy guarding the area here to the right. So you want to kind of hook around. I think there's a camera up there as well, so be careful of that. We're actually just going to ignore the guy guarding the door. And we're going to wait right here. And we're looking inside the building because somebody will path down the stairs. You see, there he comes. And he'll stop right there, and then he'll start walking, and that's... Oh, wow. That's unique. Don't remember that ever happening before. But we were able to use reflex mode to save the day. Just let him sit. He ain't hurting anything. There's a blueprint right here. You definitely want to grab that, and then you want to hook right around here, and you have to kill this guy, not just trank him. So he's your target, and we don't even want to mess around with extracting him. We'll do that later. He has some good special skills, but we don't need him right now. So, and then we're just gonna come back out the way we came in. When you get about here, start belly flopping.
He blew himself up. The commander used that diversion to get away. I'm sorry, boss. They were trying to pull out. We had to move in. If we could have taken out the commander before then without them noticing, forget it. I'll remove the mission from the mission list.
And then we can't leave the way we came in because there's no nothing to climb on there. The wall's too high. But we can come down this way. And just be careful when you leave here. We're going to go straight out into the woods here. But there, yep, that's what you want to be careful of. Terrible. Yep. And I don't even know what just shot me. But we're going to take off this way. Oof.
Subject on board.
Oh, snipers. Whew. Okay. So anyway, be careful of that Jeep. That's just telling you to be careful of. And you'll be out of here. Hopefully you got the S rank on speed alone. If not, you will come back and get a couple of these. So you get a couple cracks at this one. Okay, and so at the end of mission 21, we will be on the R&D platform. And it is time to do target practice. So we're going to go ahead and head up. And the mission marker is all the way at the top of this base. So okay, so when you finish mission 21, you'll be brought back to Mother Base for a cutscene, and you'll end up on the R&D platform. And at the very top of the R&D platform is a target practice, just like every other platform. This one is substantially harder. This is the one that's difficult. So I'm going to give you a little bit of tutorial. So grab those two, and then you're looking for 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Sorry about that. 7. And there's one that's very difficult to get. It's right down here, and it's easy to fall off the platform. All right, and so that's 8 at the very top, and then you want to come and jump right over this railing and get the next 3. All right, so that's 9, 10, 11. Time isn't so much of a problem with these. The biggest problem is forgetting one. So kind of keep your count straight. Make sure you got 11 before you leave the platform. Come right down here and you're going to get 12.
Send me out on my next mission, Paul.
13, and you can press R1 to go into fine aim mode as well, or first person or whatever, ADS. And that gives you 14. And then you want to come right over here onto this little thing for 15. 16, 17, and you can drop. I don't know what I got on the thing. Okay, and there are 4, I think, or 2. Sorry, 18 and 19. So there's 2 right here. It's been a bit since I did it, so I just wanted to make sure. It's much better to take an extra few seconds and make sure you cleared that area out than to mess up. And because you'll basically fail the whole challenge. You'll be running around looking for the last one. So once you get to 19, you can come around this way. These are all pretty self-explanatory. And there's 4 in the gap to the left over here. So don't leave until you have 4. So that's 25, 26, 27. And I think, yeah, the other one's right up there. 28. So when you've got 28, then you can go this way. You're looking for 3 more up on the 4th side here. And I see 1, 2 right there. 29. Again, you can switch with R1. And that's 31. And then I don't know how strong your feet are. We're going to find out about mine. Okay, I made it. There's 4 on the ground, so don't drop down to the ground level until you have 31. Once you do, you can just run around. They're all like right here. So that's 32. And 33. You see, we still got a full 2 minutes of the 5 minutes left, so it's not the end of the world. 34 and 35. Okay, and we're done with that. Okay, so we're back at the base. We're about to start mission 22, but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and clear out our rewards.
Development project has been added.
And then we're going to go ahead and clear out our challenges. And then we're going to go into our combat deployment,
Development project has
which
been
we did finish another one of the key deployment missions, so we're going to get started on the next one of those.
Select a mission.
This is now the presidential escort. Again, we're still in the easy parts, 41 minutes, 95 and 3. You see the adaptive AI is starting to kick in, so now they got cameras, decoys, directional mines, shotguns, machine guns, and body armor. And I think we can still only send one. I am going to send them for the shotguns. I hate shotguns. Shotguns are the bane of my existence. If you cause a ruckus and someone has a shotgun, you're probably going to be restarting from checkpoint. Okay, so with that being said, now we're going to go into development. And
Plant expansion.
if possible, there's a couple of things I want to get working on.
Please
Whenever it lets me.
development
I'm
project
looking
has
for
been added.
the non-lethal version of my sniper rifle, and it's right here. And it was developed, so that's great. And we're going to equip it, so that's great. And I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and do the Killer Bee too while I'm here. just because I'm in there. But we're not trying to develop anything right now. We want to get right into mission 22. And we're going to go to retake the platform.
Mission accepted.
And, okay, it does let us do stuff. Okay, so for equipment, we're now officially going to start getting cheeky. And by cheeky, I mean we're going to equip the stealth camo that we developed. Mission 22 is a non-ranked mission. And
Deploying.
what that means is that you don't have to worry about getting an S rank, which means you can use whatever cheaty equipment you got. And we're going to use the stealth camo. Okay, so we went ahead and dropped into mission 22 here. And you only have one job, and that's to kill the commander of the forces that took over your base. Now, we have stealth camo. I don't want to use it yet if I can avoid it. So I'm going to just be real quiet and try to crawl along here. And again, we're not trying to extract anybody just yet. We're just trying to get across to the next platform. The easiest way to do that is to come right over here to this ladder and just drop down. And once you get down here, you can run right along this area, and there will never be any guys. This holds true for this mission. It also holds true for every FOB invasion. So just keep that in mind as a strategy. And at this point, nope, we're going to grab our stealth camo and start using it. I don't know, this is the level 1 version of the stealth camo, so I don't know how long it's going to hold up, but not too bad. Okay. And I think there's another guy right here. We definitely want to cap him. Okay. Oh, and there's a guy. Oof. Okay. And then I'm going to use it again because that didn't go entirely great. And I think I can get up here. The guy you're trying to kill is, I think right there.
Analysis complete.
Is that the target?
So, as soon as he dies, this mission is over.
Target is no longer a threat. Boss, you just saved Diamond Dogs from a major crisis. Leave the rest
So,
to us.
if you can manage your stealth camo, you only get 2 uses, and it's only like 30 seconds at first. It'll go up as you improve, but as you improve your stealth camo. But for now, that's all we had. We were able to make it work. Just get up there and kill the guy with the helmet on. Okay, so once you've completed mission 22 and gone into the ACC again, you'll get this tutorial about base facilities. We're going to go ahead and develop a base development platform while we're here. Anytime you can do these, do them. Unless... Alright, and then we're going to go in here and purchase waters because we have to. And we're going to go ahead and back out again. And we're not quite ready to start our FOBs. We still have to do something else. And so at the moment, that's going to be mission 23. You just trust me, they won't let you invade anything just yet, even though technically you can. You have to deploy one more time, and we're going to make the most of it. So I'm going to go back down and unequip the stealth camo. It requires biological materials, and it's only 5, so you probably could just keep it on the rest of the game, but we don't need it for a while, so I'm not going to use it for a while. But that tranquilized sniper rifle that we just built before the other mission is very important. Okay, so we're dropping in here at mission 23. I apparently forgot to bring a friend with me. It makes you, for mission 22, you don't get to take anybody, so I guess it just defaulted to that again. Not a big deal. We're just headed for the yellow square anyway. Just stay to the left of the road here. So the dark brown right there. There's about 8 kids over that way, and we don't want to mess with them. And then there's one guard right up here by that building. And I normally sneak up the right, but for some reason he just keeps spotting me, so we're going to come right at him and take him out. So just head right for this building.
Those kids will have no choice but to stand down. Should wrap up the whole situation. They're still kids. You can't kill any one of them, including the commander.
And he's a...
Things get rough. Neutralize them by knocking them out or by tranquilizing them.
Okay. Okay, so I don't know what that second dot was, and it is now sunset anyway. At night, you can usually get through here without causing any kind of problems. But now it looks like our pathing's all off, which is kind of a problem because they're kids, and so you can't really kill them. So... Okay. So, again, you know, I've mentioned this a few times in the playthrough already. Every playthrough in this game is going to be different. There's just so many variables, and it's, I think, pretty smart. They did a pretty good job of adapting to what you do and your play style, so that you don't get the same return. You don't get the same outcome every time when you give the same inputs, which is really great from a engagement standpoint, from an immersion standpoint, and a challenge standpoint. It's not so much from a speedrun standpoint, because you need the things to go the same way every time. So fortunately, this isn't a true speedrun. It's a speed plat, which is a little bit different. So, okay, so we're up here, and we're headed to the end of this dock, and we're going to try and find Eli. He's right up here. There's his head. You get one shot. Don't miss. As soon as you do, the kids will no longer fight you. I thought. Oh, alright. Well, I don't ever remember that happening either, so I guess, again, we're getting new experiences every time. Good for us, I suppose. So we're just going to head up here and pick this guy up, if it'll let us. And the chopper will be called automatically. Like I said, I thought once you grabbed him, that was the end of the combat, but apparently this time those two kids decided to be heroes, so I'm glad I had my sniper out and was able to headshot the first one. But I think we're done. I think we're safe at this point from the mission. So again, it didn't quite go according to plan, but it didn't cost that much time. So yep, just wait for the chopper to get here, hit triangle, and you'll get a cutscene, and I think you end up back at Mother Base again. So okay, so we are back into the base. You see, we now have the FOB mission tutorial coming up. I'm going to be brief on this part. Basically, it's going to tell you to go invade your own base for training purposes. And what you're going to do, I'm not going to show this on video. You're going to go in, and as soon as it lets you, you're going to run over to the edge, climb over the rail, and die. And that'll get you to clear it. You don't get any rewards for winning. There is really no reason to do anything, so I'll just pick it up once we get done with the training. But yeah, you don't have to complete it. You just gotta go in there as soon as it lets you. Just jump over the rail and drop into the ocean, and you'll be done. And we are now at another tutorial, and as we go through this, we've reached kind of an important point in the game. And yeah, okay, it's just telling us stuff that we don't need to know. As I clear out my stuff, we're going to see what else we can develop. But we are at the point where we can now invade other people's bases. And so when you go into FOB missions, there is a setting called Security Challenge. If you hit L1 twice, it'll come up and populate. And as you can see, there are a bunch of people here that have this setting. And you are looking for bases that have 28 out of 28 and no guards. So you see the support platform. If you look up on the right, it says 000000 and fuel resources 13,433. So you've been messing around with 50 or 100 fuel, and you now get a chance to get 13,433 fuel. Let me show you what you got to do for that fuel. This is hilarious. I love this. It's one of my favorite things in this game, actually. So my favorite. So I played this game so many times, got into mission 22, invaded a bunch of FOBs, and then just restarted because it's just fun. It's the most fun. So there's a crazy resource mechanic, which you probably already know about if you're this far into the game. You have processed resources and unprocessed resources. When you get a container, it goes into like a holding area, and then your base development people got to refine it before you can use it. And they do it every 20 minutes, and they do it just a little bit at a time, and it's really obnoxious. If you invade somebody's base and steal their resources, they're also unprocessed, and you got to wait for them to happen. If you do anything in the open world in single player, it's unprocessed resources. The bonus rewards for FOB invasions are processed resources, and that means you can use them immediately. And what you have to do is get to the center of the base, and you see how well guarded it is. There's zero. There's no people, there's no guns, there's no turrets, there's nothing. Absolutely nothing. So all you do is you come in and you just run to the yellow square. And when you get down there, it'll say you are done, and it will give you, for about a minute and a half worth of work, 13,000 fuel resources, in addition to a pile of other things, which I'll show you in a minute. Each development platform is skewed toward one resource. So support platform will give you a lot of fuel. Base development will give you a lot of minor metal. And I think combat is the one that gives you a lot of common metal. But you can see just by scrolling down what you'll get. So all you do is just run down here. You see all these plants. And you come right this way. And there you go. You're done. That's what you had to do for 13,000 fuel. Now, this is one of those weeks. I think 1 week a month they do a double resource or a double reward week. So normally you get 6,700 fuel. And you see we got no resources or anything, but we got all these bonus rewards. Look at that. 3,300 biological, 3,300 common metal, 1,000 minor metal, 295 precious metal, wormwood, black carrot, golden crescent, tarragon, African peach, digitalis, the purple kind. Look at all that. That's such a ridiculous amount of resources. You got $1.6 million. You got 500 heroism. It's for spending a minute and a half running to from point A to point B. We got 15 people added to our base. It's just crazy. So it's I'll do another one here. That was Alpha Niner 2.0. The nice part is you can set your base to security challenge. I wouldn't do it yet until you're done playing the game. But once you do, it notifies everybody. And once you're cleaned out, if you leave it on security settings, people can invade you and get all those resources for just basically doing nothing. So you see we got done here. The resources popped up, and they're giving us a whole nother, they're giving us that whole tutorial about resources, and we already know about it, so we're fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to invade, I'll invade one more here on the video, and then we'll just end it for now. So once you learn the people that you want to invade, they'll be there all the time. So this person's got a base level of 112. definitely don't want that. See, level 65, that means there's 75 guns and 20 fences and 36 whatever those mines are and all that stuff. You don't want any of that smoke. I mean, unless you want to, they're good challenges, but if you're trying to scoot through the game, then definitely don't. This one's 45, and see, these have zeros. And again, we got fuel resources of 13,433. Base development is 11.9 of minor metal, and combat is the common metal. There's one that's real big on biological as well, the command, but you'll get enough biological material invading these other three. So my notes for my speedrun said do 8 base developments and 12 support platforms. That gets you enough resources for the nuke and also some of the stuff for your base. If I were to do this again, I would suggest a couple of things. Number one, do this on a double resource week like this one, because you can cut that in half. You could do 4 and 6, and that'll save you like an hour. I also suggest that you do quite a few more, like maybe, gosh, the base development, you could do 8 and it'll be fine. You just need that for the nuke. But I'd do like, I don't know, maybe 30 support and at least another 10 combats. So you're going to want to do about 40, almost 50 of them right off the bat. That will give you enough resources. It will give them to you a lot earlier in the game than I got them, which will allow you to develop things a lot quicker than I did. And then you'll be able to get to objectives and different things quicker as well. So I just didn't know how many I was going to need, so it took a lot longer. But yeah, look for things that are unguarded, that have these zeros, that have security challenge up. If you don't have any come up, you can back out to your ACC, open up your iDroid again, and go right back in, and it'll give you a new list of people. So I'm going to go ahead and invade this support platform. I'm going to do, to stay true to my run, I'm going to do 4 base developments and 6 supports, which would be 8 and 12 on a single reward week. I didn't have a choice. It was the last week of the server. So, but if you do it on a double, you only have to do half of these. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and finish the invasions here. I will also keep up on my key deployment missions as they come due. And I will also keep developing things as I get the money to develop them. If I develop anything that is part of the critical loadout, then I'll definitely come back on in the next video right away and let you know. But we're pretty much done for this one. The split time that I had for my practice run at the end of mission 23 was 5 hours and 31 minutes. On my actual run, I finished at 9:13 and I started at 2:50, so 6 hours and 23 minutes. So I was actually about 50 minutes behind by this point, and all of that slide was from this video. I think I messed up 18 real bad, and I think I missed Eli a couple of times on 23, and I might have done a couple other things just to be weird. But anyway, I was almost an hour behind my my 43-hour practice run at that time. So just to let you know where we stand. But we were still in good shape to break the record, so I just kept going. But yeah, just run your FOBs, do the security challenge. You'll get plenty of resources, build your base, and you're, like I said, right about 6 hours in, invading bases. This will take you an hour or so, and we'll catch you up in the next video. In fact, I think the next video we're going to go all the way to the end of Chapter 1, so we'll be at Mission 31. In the meantime, stay bad, people. Non-gone is gone.